Hey, it's Gene. I just want to talk about the game today against Galatasaray. They do have a pretty good strike force. However, they're older dudes. Of course, we're kind of old as well. Uh, I think we'll be okay. I saw some good things against Crystal Palace in both games. Um, I think our biggest issue is in the final third. We're just not um, creating enough chances, and we have some issues with Rashford and his decision making. And it's not really his fault. It is, but it's not. Having an upper bat with him, he doesn't really overlap at all because he goes and inverts himself into midfield. So Rashford has to deal with three or four players, and he doesn't have the football IQ to pass it and get it right back. He does that with Martial, so I think there's a good possibility that Martial will start this game. I think that Raspin's been fine. It's just that they have this synergy that between the two of them. I think that he might play, and I think the fact is that Marshall's been okay. So I wouldn't be shocked, but it all matters of what the coach Ten Hag actually believes of the players that are actually playing for him. So it's possible we might see Mount, we might see Bruno, we're going to see Casemiro, we're going to probably see Apperbat, Varane. But anyway, let me go through the team and what I think it'll be, what I think it should be, and what I think Ten Hag will do. What I would like to do is I would start Garnacho. I'd let Rashford sit on the bench and watch and see how Garnacho uses his pace and his ability to pass and to get the ball back. I think he needs to see that. As good as a player Marcus is, he's very one-dimensional. And I've been talking about this on my channel for a while, is that Marcus has lost some of his pace. So he can't just fly past people anymore. So, and they know that now. So they just basically set off him a little bit and allow him to drive in, and they bring two or three guys on top of him. And every now and then he can get through it, get a shot off, but normally he doesn't. And he has this the striker's mentality that he wants to shoot every time. And I'll give him some credit. He did try to pass the ball to Rasmus and other players. So he's trying to change. And apparently him and Rasmus is doing things after practice and trying to understand how they are. And that's good. You want that to happen. You don't want him to be, because he gets all the money, that he's just not going to take care of the new dude. So I think some of the criticism is fair. However, I don't think he's really played that bad. I just think he's trying to do too much by himself. And he's had to do this for a long time. So it's hard for him to just all of a sudden say, no, I can trust everybody else to get the goals for us. So, but I still think he should sit on the bench. And I'll let Garnacho to play. And Garnacho has the ability to do something. And, just like Rashford had for 2 or 3 years, players did not want to go against him. And that's where Garnacho is right now. Rashford got so big, so strong, that he lost some of his pace. And we kind of like pushed him, that we wanted him to be like a center forward for a while too. So he was saying we have this here, so he did that as well. So I don't think that was a good thing for him. But anyway, so what I think it would be for now, even though I love Rasmus, I would put Garnacho, Martial, and if Anthony is available, he should be in there as well. People might be upset because he's been accused of stuff, but he has not been charged, and he's been away from the team for a week or a month. He should be allowed to play. So, and Anthony actually balances us out. Hopefully, he actually, when he gets his chances, he actually scores. So that would be top three. Personally, I would put Bruno on the bench as well. I'd put Mount in the number 10 position, and I'd have Abrabat and Casemiro there in midfield, and I'd put Lindelof on the right back. Then I would put Varane and Maguire, and then Dalot on the left back. It's kind of strange to have three of our center backs playing, but Lindelof can play the position. He worries me a little bit, and I think Abrabat's probably better man marking. But the fact that he continually goes to the midfield anyway, and it works at against some teams, It's not probably what I think we need to do against Galatasaray because they have guys that are fast. So we need to actually hold on to the ball in the midfield. And I think those three guys would do a good job. I wouldn't be upset if they put Eriksson there, but I think the Mount needs to be there. Now, what I actually think that Ten Hag is going to do is he's going to start Rashford. He's going to start, this is a hard one, but I think he's going to start Martial, even though he might put Rasmus, but I think he's going to put Martial. And then on right, if he's available, he's going to start Anthony because that's the guy he signed. If not, then Bruno will be out there, and maybe Mount will be in the midfield along with Casemiro and possibly McTominay. Even though a lot of people don't like McTominay. There's a possibility he'll be there, or it might be Eriksson as well. So, and then Mount will be coming off the bench maybe or whatever. There's a lot of things he can do, but he's only going to trust the guys that he thinks are going to get the job done. And guys that he actually brought in. So I think we're going to see, if he doesn't put Anthony out there, then we might see Bruno out there or we might see Mount out there. We've been talking about Mount did that for Chelsea, but yet he's not really played that position for Manchester United. And I think he's will be okay there. And I think he's the last couple of games he's played pretty well. And he has the ability, he actually comes back and defends. And people don't like, people only want to look at the fact that we don't score goals. The fact that he's the guy that's getting back and stopping their own offense, people don't give that type of credit that he deserves. So I think that's basically it. The back four, I guess you would put Amrabat where he's been, and then it will be Maguire, Varane, and Dalot. These players have to do something. We've got to score against this team, and I think we will. We just basically didn't defend their corner. It was a good shot. Possibly David would have stopped that. There are a lot of people online and all these great platforms continually say that Onana's been basically a bust and we should never got him, that we could have used that $50 million for something else. I think we just got to give a guy a little bit of time, and we're trying to change an entire system, a way that we play. Maybe we don't have the players to play that way. When people comes out and say we don't have any identity, it's 100% correct, but it's kind of hard to have that identity of the type of players that we have, and the fact we have a lot of injuries as well. But I don't think we played well or bad against Crystal Palace. I think that we have issues when we're against a low block and we can't create anything. So that's why he tried to bring Eriksson in to do something. Eriksson didn't do anything. He just waited a little too long with Garnacho. I think if he brings him in, with 30 minutes left, I think we get a goal, or at least an opportunity, or a penalty or something like that. I think he just waited a little too long on that. Interesting that he just basically gets rid of the center backs at the end of the game. But we'll see. I mean, this is another good opportunity for Maguire to say that he's still a good player. And I thought he played okay when he came on. It'll be interesting. I think we're going to win 2-0. Hopefully it'll be. Actually, I'd like to be like 5-1 or something. I hope that it's a wide open game and we just light up Old Trafford. Just not really part of us at that point. But we have the players to do it, and we need to get Marcus on the score sheet, and we need to get Mount on the score sheet, and we can't just rely on Casemiro to make our goals for us. We have to have our strikers to do this. So I still think that Ten Hag is going to probably start Martial, just because that Rasmus, he's still dealing with the issue thing with his back. I think that it'll help him to come in the last 30 minutes and just go after a team. And I think that it's the same thing with Rashford. If we're winning the game or it's a close game or 1-1 or something like that, they bring in Rashford and Højlund. I think that will be a little bit better to get some goals at the end. But I'm going to say 2-1, 3-1. We just need to score. if we score first, I think that it's a good thing. And again, even though we're kind of inept in our offensive acumen, we still play pretty well on defense. We had one little area where we didn't really defend on a corner kick. It was similar how we played last year. People forget how we played last year. We won a lot of games by one goal, because our defense didn't allow any goals. Other games that we got blown out in, but the other ones we pretty much had a bunch of clean sheets. So Onana has to step up. Any shot that's savable by a normal keeper, he has to make them. And at some point in the game, he has to make the big time save if it's a close game. But I'm going to stop right there. Tell me in the comments what you think the score is going to be, and do you think that if we lose that game, that there are going to be a lot more people wanting Ten Hag to be fired? I think it's way too early for this, and he wants standards. And if all of a sudden we decide who else are we going to bring in? We're going to bring some guy that loves the players. Personally, before I get off of here, I'd rather that we just play the younger guys all the time. We finish 10th in the league, and we don't win any trophies. But at the end of the year, if we have our own identity, how we play, and then it continues on, I would rather have that than every couple of weeks that we're not really getting back to where we need to be, and we start losing our progress where we're going. And at some point, you're going to see Ten Hag actually, he's not going to snap, but he's going to say something in a press conference. And it's going to be interesting to see, but I don't want to see that. I just want us to play better, and I want progress and the identity and how we type of way play that we do. And when we get the opportunities, we need to actually finish them. All right, guys, you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you maybe at halftime to see where we're at in the game. You guys have a good day. Bye.